that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth came softly warming all the hurt. It brushed the doubts I'd carried long, the ones that whispered I was wrong. It touched the weight upon my chest and urged my tired pulse to rest. And in that soft and quiet mirth, my heart reclaimed its worth. I'd measure life in heavy cost, counting moments where I lost. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth held me like the gentle earth. It showed me value isn't birth or something proven since my birth. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth lifted pain I dragged since birth and let my soul feel calm and sure. My worth was always pure. The morning settled near my bones and hummed a tune in quiet tones. It brushed the shame I used to wear, the silent wounds I didn't share. It didn't ask me to excel or prove I'd earned a place to dwell. It simply said with humble girth, you've always had your worth. The dawn said gently, you're enough. You never had to prove you're up. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth healed the grief I'd held since birth. It lifted guilt like winds of earth and blessed my tired heart with mirth. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth soaked my soul in morning earth. It silenced doubts that once gave birth to pain that drowned my worth. Maybe worth is something still, a quiet truth beneath the will, a whisper deep within the chest. You don't need more to be your best. A dawn that whispers from rebirth. You've always had your worth. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth turned my shadows into earth. It cleared the fears I'd held since birth and let my heart know worth. The light that told my heart it didn't have to earn its worth stayed until my healing's girth, and in its glowing morning mirth I found my quiet worth, and dawn became my heart, where I relearned my worth. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to arrived softly warming through. It slipped inside the empty space where fear had carved its hollow place. It rested gently on my chest, a quiet hand that whispered rest, and in its light so calm and true my heart learned what to do. I'd shaken through the longest night, too tied together, shards upright. I barely knew what part was me or what was leftover debris. But morning didn't ask for strength or courage stretched at fragile length. It simply laid its gentle hue across the cracks I grew. The dawn said softly, you don't need to know the way, just let me lead. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, brought the scattered pieces through it, wrapped my fractures in a view of gentler days I never knew. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, held the hurt I'd clung on to. It showed me healing could renew even hearts with shadows too. The sunlight pressed into my spine, a warmth that whispered, "You're still mine." It traced the tremble in my bones and soothed the fear in fragile tones. It didn't rush the parts that broke or try to change the truths I spoke. It only stayed a golden glue for wounds I never knew. My breathing slowed beneath its care as morning softened every tear. It gathered grief that wouldn't leave and let my lungs begin to breathe. It didn't promise everything or force my heart to finally sing. It simply stayed the whole way through because I needed to. The dawn said you don't have to rise, just rest beneath these healing skies. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, stood beside my breaking view. It held the pain I stumbled through with gentle hands that somehow knew. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, gave my soul a chance anew. It whispered soft, you'll make it through even if you don't know how to. Maybe healing starts this way, a quiet dawn, a softer day where nothing's forced and nothing's rushed, just gentle light where pain is hushed. Maybe surviving doesn't need a boldness or a perfect creed, just morning's voice in subtle blue. I'll hold your heart for you. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, lifted fear I clung onto. It took my grief's unspoken hue and wrapped it in a peaceful view. The morning that held my heart together when I didn't know how to, stayed until my strength grew true, and in its warmth that carried through my heart learned what to do. And morning kind and new held me till I knew. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, arrived softly at the edge of day. It didn't blink or shift its gaze at all the cracks my pain would raise. It didn't flinch at how I shook or how much strength my heart forsook. It simply stayed in gentle sway and didn't look away. The world had turned its eyes before, too burdened by my inner war, too weary of the things I felt, of wounds I never learned to melt. But morning came with different eyes that saw the truth beneath disguise. It knew my pain in softer ray and didn't turn away. The dawn said softly, let me see your wounds are safe to show to me. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, held the pieces I'd betray. It warmed the fractures of decay and whispered softly, you can stay. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, never flinched at my dismay. It didn't tell me to obey, just stayed instead of walking away. The sunlight drifted through the room and soothed the shadows shaped by gloom. It rested on my trembling hands and touched the grief no one understands. It didn't ask for strength or pride or urge the tears I'd long denied. It simply came to gently lay with me and not away. My breathing deepened in its glow, a quiet warmth I didn't know. It rested where I'd fractured first and softened where the nights were worst. It didn't act like I was wrong for failing to be brave or strong. It only whispered, that's okay, I won't turn away. The dawn said broken never means unworthy of the morning seems. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, let my pain lose its role to play. It held my sorrow where I lay and warmed me through the gray. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, stayed with kindness come what may. It didn't doubt or go astray, it stayed, it didn't turn away. Maybe what we need the most is someone who won't leave our post, who sees the storms inside our chest and still decides to simply rest. A dawn that whispers you can break, I'm here, I will not take a step away. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, held the things I couldn't say. It turned my darkness into day and helped my fractured soul relay. The dawn that looked at my brokenness without turning away, stayed until the healing fray. And in its warm and gentle way, it never turned away. And morning chose to stay when all else walked away.
The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever came slowly like a quiet endeavor. It settled warmth upon my spine, a hint of strength I thought wasn't mine. It touched the parts that once were numb, where courage used to softly hum. And in that golden patient tether, strength came back together. I lost my fire through the pain, too many nights of silent strain, too many storms without a shore, too many fights I couldn't score. But morning knew the spark I kept beneath the places where I wept. It whispered softly, you will never lose strength forever. The dawn said gently, rise in pieces, strength returns in quiet releases. The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever lent me courage light as feather. It stitched me back with soft endeavor and made The sunlight slowly filled my bones and brightened all my fragile tones. It lifted weight from tired ribs and softened all my shaking fibs. It didn't yell or force or push. It let the healing gently hush. It waited by my heart's endeavor till strength returned forever. My breathing rose a little higher, a quiet spark, a slow desire, not roaring flames or bursting cries, but something steady on the rise. The kind of strength that never shouts but holds you when your hope runs out. The morning tied my will together in its warm tether. The dawn said even faded flame can burn again without the shame. The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever, showed my courage gentle ever. It held me through the worst endeavor and warmed the wounds I couldn't sever. The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever made my heartbeat feel so clever. It sang, you will not break forever. Your strength returns whenever. Maybe strength is found again in smaller breaths or softer when the dawn arrives and doesn't rush, just holds your heart in gentle hush, a whisper glowing like a river. Your strength is yours forever. The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever stayed with me through darkened weather. It helped my broken pieces gather and made my courage bloom together. The morning that returned the strength I thought was gone forever stood with me with soft endeavor. And in its glow, so warm and clever, strength came back forever. The morning's quiet tether pulled my strength together.
The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love came soft as feathers from above. It touched the pieces I denied, the ones I pushed so far aside. The corners of my wounded mind where flaws and fears were intertwined, and in its warmth both calm and rough, it loved the me I couldn't love. I hid those parts from everyone, afraid they'd hate what I'd become, afraid that if they saw too deep, my flaws were things no one could keep. But morning had a different view. It saw my broken pieces too and laid its golden tender glove on parts I couldn't love. The dawn said every flaw you fear still deserves to be held near. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love held me softly from above. It wrapped my shame like gentle glove and showed me I am still enough. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love lifted sorrow I thought of. It whispered warm like wings of dove, you're worthy of your love. The Sunlight drifted down my chest and kissed the grief I'd long repressed. It held the child I'd left behind, the one afraid of being unkind. It let me breathe where shame had grown and touched the hurts I faced alone. It didn't push or force or shove, it simply gave me love. My breathing loosened in its glow, a softness I forgot to know. It let my worst mistakes unwind and warmed the guilt inside my mind. It didn't judge the mess I was, it didn't ask the reasons, 'cause it only stayed like grace thereof to show me how to love. The dawn said softly, you must see, there's still a place for every piece of thee. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love stayed with me when push came shove. It held the tears I'd had enough and wrapped me in acceptance, love. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love lifted pain from high above. It gave the warmth I'd been deprived of and taught me how to love. Maybe love begins this way, a gentle light at break of day that touches flaws we hide from sight, warms them with its quiet light. A dawn that whispers from above, these parts deserve your love. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love stood with me in gentle glove. It healed the wounds I made enough and filled my heart with softer love. The light that sat beside the parts of me I never learned to love lifted shame I'd spoken of, and in its glow so warm thereof my heart learned how to love. And morning's wings above taught me how to love. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it arrived softly warm and neat. It didn't ask for reasons why or question how or when or why. It saw the ache behind my gaze, the quiet wounds from darker days, and in its calm unspoken sit it understood my pain in it. I'd grown so tired of trying to tell the kind of hurt that doesn't spell, the kind of ache that's hard to say in words that always slip away. But morning saw without demand, it held my heart with gentle hand. It didn't speak or analyze. The dawn said softly, you're allowed to hurt without explaining. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it held me softly, didn't faint. It touched my hurt but didn't strain it. It saw my heart and didn't blame it. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it lifted weight instead of training. It soothed the ache, I tried to chain it and stayed with me to gently drain it. The sunlight moved across my skin, a quiet balm that seeped within.
held the parts that shook from fear and let my breath fall slow and clear. It didn't rush my breaking voice or make me justify my choice. It simply stayed as if to say, you don't need words today. My breathing softened in the glow, a sign the dawn already knew. It felt the tremble in my bones, the late night crying undertones. It didn't push for clarity, it simply sat and cared with me. And in that silence infinite, my pain felt seen in it. The dawn whispered, you're understood, even the parts you hide for good. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it, held my sorrow as I drained it. It let my heart stop trying to name it and held my inner weight unchain it. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it, stood with love beneath the pain. It saw the storm and didn't blame it and helped my wounded heart sustain it. Maybe all we truly need is someone who can gently read the quiet, hidden, wordless ache that lingers long after we break. A dawn that whispers, soft unnamed, you don't need to explain. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it, held my chest till peace could reign it. It didn't ask me to contain it, it just stayed close to help maintain it. The morning that learned my pain without me having to explain it, soothed my wounds without constraint it. And in its glow where warm light reigns it, my heart let go of pain within it. And morning, soft and lit, understood my pain in it.
The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt came softly brushing off the dirt. It touched the pain left on my chest and whispered, you deserve to rest. It didn't tell me to be brave or force the tears I tried to save. It simply stayed as though alert, teaching me through her. I'd always run when sorrow came, escaping grief to dodge the flame. Too scared to sit through breaking nights, too scared to lose internal fights. But morning held my trembling hand and said, I know, but you can stand. It didn't rush or shame or blur, it taught me through the hurt. The dawn said softly, staying through is how your heart grows strong and true. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, held me still when life would spurt. It warmed the wounds I can't revert and showed me pain won't always flirt. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, let my courage reinsert. It didn't promise quick revert, it only stayed through her. The sunlight moved across my spine, a golden touch, a gentle sign. It comforted the shaking fear and sat with all I held too near. It didn't preach or moralize or turn its gaze away from cries. It only stayed in warm expert, teaching me through hurt. My breathing deepened in its grace as morning took sorrow's place. Not fully healed, but more aware that pain can pass if we stay there. And dawn became a steady guide that whispered, you don't need to hide. Its gentle glow like soft dessert held space inside the hurt. The dawn said, feel it, don't erase. Your heart can hold this broken space. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, held me through the dark concert. It showed me strength that doesn't blur, but grows from staying through the hurt. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, let my healing reassert. It warmed the bruise beneath my shirt and taught my heart through hurt. Maybe staying is the key to finding who we're meant to be. Not running from what causes ache, but learning how our hearts don't break. A dawn that whispers through the dirt. You'll grow by staying through the hurt. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, took my pain with calm divert. It saved me when my courage blurred and turned my steps from dark to serve. The dawn that taught my heart how to stay even when it hurt, held me close till hope could spurt. And in its gentle warm insert, my heart stayed through the hurt. And dawn in soft expert stayed with me through hurt.
The way the morning forgets to judge me feels like mercy drifting free. It spills its warmth across my face without demanding perfect grace. It doesn't ask me who I've been or weigh the quiet shame within. It simply shines without decree and gently welcomes me. No blame, no need for proof, just sunlight telling truth. The way the morning forgets to judge me holds my soul so quietly. It treats my flaws with subtlety and lets my broken heart just be. The way the morning forgets to judge me gives my wounds a chance to breathe. It whispers soft, you're safe with me. Come rest in what is free. The sunlight dances on the wall. It hears my sigh, it knows my fall. It settles where my fears reside and warms the places where I hide. It doesn't press for explanation or question past devastation. It's simply here in calm degree, holding space for me. The dawn says you belong, no matter what feels wrong. The way the morning forgets to judge me unties the knots inside of me. It lets the tender moments flee and fills the room with clarity. The way the morning forgets to judge me gives my breathing honesty. It hums a quiet melody. You're more than who you used to be. Maybe judgment fades in light when morning shows a softer side where no one rushes me away or tells me how to feel today. Just sunlight resting playfully, saying you're fine with me. The way the morning forgets to judge me warms the ache that clings to me. It lets my guilt drift out to sea and grants my heart serenity. The way the morning forgets to judge me makes me feel alive and free, and in sat beside me until I stopped running from it. Came quietly, refused to quit. It lingered in the silent air. It waited in my empty chair. It stayed through nights I couldn't sleep. It followed when my thoughts ran deep. Not cruel, not harsh, not here to hit, just needing me to sit. I fought it for so many years, afraid it drowned me in my fears. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it didn't force or ever push it. It simply stayed until I could admit I had no need to run from it. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it offered healing bit by bit. It softened pain I once saw as grit by letting me sit with it. It whispered truths I used to hide from corners deep where shadows cried. It touched the ache I never named, the one that made my heart beat chained. But in its warm and gentle tone I learned I wasn't ever alone. It taught me pain can sometimes fit if I stop outrunning it. Come face me, said the gentle past. I'm here and I was built to last. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it came slowly bit by bit. It freed the weight beneath my spirit by letting me sit with it. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it no longer feels like pain or hit. It's softer now, transformed and lit, because I learned to sit with it. Maybe memories aren't meant to break us down or represent the hurt we think defines our days, but guide us through confusing ways. A truth that whispers, stay a bit. You don't need to run from it. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it now hums a quiet benefit. It holds me close instead of split and heals me bit by bit. The memory that sat beside me until I stopped running from it has lost the sting I once transmit. Now in its place a peacefulness, because I learned to sit with it. And now I stay without having to quit.
The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine arrived quietly in its shine. It brushed beneath my tired eyes and brought the truth I'd memorized. It warmed the places I forgot where sorrow lingered in a knot. And in that glow divine, the tears became all mine. I'd hidden hurt so skillfully, it lived without my memory. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine let them fall in gentle line. It told me pain is not a crime and healing doesn't keep to time. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine made broken moments feel benign. It whispered in a sacred sign, these tears are truly thine. My breathing trembled in the light as truth returned from quiet night. The parts of me that stayed unseen found courage in the morning sheen. It touched the scars beneath my skin and let new tenderness begin. And in that glow so fine, the hurt became all mine. The dawn said softly, let them flow. There's nothing here you need to show. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine lifted burdens I defined. It soothed the fear I couldn't align and made my fragile heart resign. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine turned hidden grief to something kind. It let me see the grand design that healing still is mine. Maybe tears we never claimed still carve inside and hold our name, but morning light can bring them home and free the ache we faced alone. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine made shadows fade and intertwine. It turned my weakness into sign of strength that still is mine. The sunlight that held the tears I didn't know were mine stays with me in every line, and in its warmth so soft divine, these tears are finally mine. And morning lets them shine, those tears now known as mine.
The morning that decided I was worth waking up for came tender, settled at my door. It brushed the dust along the sill and whispered gently, stay here still. It touched the dreams I couldn't keep, the ones that hid inside my sleep. And in its quiet, loving core I felt worth waking for. I'd spent too long in weary gray, unsure if I should rise today. The morning that decided I was worth waking up for held the hurt I can't ignore. It warmed my breath and asked no more than just to open one small door. The morning that decided I was worth waking up for pulled my soul from inner war. It whispered soft from sky to floor, you're worth waking up for. The sunlight fell across my eyes and warmed the tired, quiet lands. It held my pulse in gentle time and said, your heartbeat still can climb. It didn't rush my mind awake or tell me what I need to make. It simply stayed beside the floor and made me want once more. The dawn said softly, you belong. You've mattered all along. The morning that decided I was worth waking up for stood with me through hurt I bore. It eased the chills I felt before and filled my lungs with something more. The morning that decided I decided I was worth waking up for. Lifted weight I can't restore, but held me through my inner war and softened what I tore. The morning that decided I was worth waking up for stayed with love forevermore, and now I rise from every floor. I'm worth waking up for, and all repeats once more. You're worth waking up for. Breath I didn't know I'd been holding all this time, let go slowly line by line. It drifted out into the air like something finally aware. It carried years of quiet strain, the silent pressure buried pain, and in that exhale so sublime I found a healing rhyme. It happened as the morning rose with a light that touched my tired toes. It slipped into my heavy chest and told my lungs they could rest. I hadn't noticed how I'd stayed so tightly wound, so unafraid of holding in what felt unkind, yet binding heart and mind. The dawn said softly, let it free. The breath that's been imprisoning thee. The breath I didn't know I'd been holding all this time left my lungs in gentle climb. It whispered softly in its prime, you're safe now, redefine. The breath I didn't know I've been holding all this time became a soft, forgiving sign. It floated out like subtle chime and turned my ache sublime. It left behind a quiet space inside my chest, a tender place where peace could settle without fear, where warmth could finally reappear. I hadn't realized how the weight of everything I couldn't state had kept me trapped in my own climb for far too long a time. The morning air tasted so new, a gentleness I never knew. It moved inside the parts of me that never felt entirely free, and as it circled through my frame, it loosened sorrow, guilt and blame, and brought a soft renewing shine with breath no longer mine. The dawn said calmly, really slow, your healing breath will start to grow. The breath I didn't know I'd been holding all this time unraveled storms I used to mime. It softened wounds beneath the grime and felt like sudden summertime. The breath I didn't know I'd been holding all this time turned pain into a quiet shrine. It left my body warm, benign, a tender, steady sign. Maybe healing isn't loud, it isn't bold or fiercely proud. It's in the breath we never feel until we finally learn to heal. A dawn that whispers warm and prime, just breathe, it's finally time. The breath I didn't know I've been holding all this time lifted grief from old decline. It freed my ribs from sharp confine and gave my heart new spine. The breath I didn't know I've been holding all this time left my chest in steady line, and in that breath so soft divine I found what once was mine. A single breath defined what I'd kept trapped in time. light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone came slow like morning on the lawn. It touched the corners of my mind where shadows hid the parts behind. It warmed the fragments left to die and lifted tears I used to dry. And in that quiet early dawn, the missing parts lived on. I didn't know I held so much of pieces starved of simple touch, of memories I locked away, afraid they'd interfere the day. But morning light knew where to go. It entered places dim and low and lifted life where it had drawn the lines of what was gone. The dawn said softly, you're still whole. These missing pieces know their role. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone rose upon the ache I'd drawn. It breathed on pieces torn and worn and brought them into more. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone showed me what I lingered on. It kissed with sorrow fed upon and proved they weren't gone. It found the child I left behind, still curled inside my fragile mind. It met the dreamer buried deep who sang in silence as I'd sleep. It found the hopes I thought had died and laid them gently at my side as morning reached and lingered long. They whispered soft and strong. The sunlight warmed the lost within and let forgotten breath begin. It filled the parts I left in gray with shades of soft returning day. I didn't know how much remained of pieces I had long restrained, but morning light, soft as fawn, taught me they weren't gone. The dawn said gently, all you lack was waiting for the light to come back. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone turned the dim to glowing dawn. It healed the cracks I'd stumbled on and proved those parts lived on. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone held me like a soft belt on and pulled me from what I'd withdrawn into a brighter dawn. Maybe nothing ever leaves, it only hides when the heart grieves. And morning light with gentle tone brings home the pieces left alone. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone stayed until my fear was gone. It rose like slow eternal dawn and led my spirit on. The light that reached the parts of me I thought were gone turned old grief into new dawn, and in its glow my soul redrawn I found what wasn't gone. And morning carried on where I once thought gone. The morning that whispered my name like it didn't hurt to say it arrived soft with warmth to lay it across the places where I shook, where pain rewrote the way I look. It spoke my name so slow, so clear, without the weight of yesterday's fear. And in that whisper calm and lit, my heart believed in it. I'd grown afraid to hear my name. It echoed through too much of blame, through nights where silence weighed my chest, through days I couldn't do my best. But morning said my name anew in tones of gold and silver dew. No tremble left, no sting to play it, just love to gently say it. The dawn says softly, you're still you, and worth being spoken. like it didn't hurt to say it. Soften pain each time I'd hear it. It warmed the cracks where shadows lay, and let my fragile soul convey it. The morning that whispered my name, like it didn't hurt to say it, showed me love could still portray it. It healed the fear that used to weigh it, and gave me strength to say it. The sunlight brushed along my cheek and held the parts that once felt weak. It rested gently on my chin and let my breathing then begin. It said my name again once more, like something worth the waiting for, and in its tone so pure and fit, my soul lifted with it. My heart beat slow to hear the sound, a name no longer battle bound. It didn't carry wounds or screams or remnants of forgotten dreams. It only held a gentle ring, like whisper of an angel's wing, and morning seemed to recommend to healing bit by bit. The dawn said calmly, say it too. The morning that whispered my name, like it didn't hurt to say it, let my broken pieces stay lit. It used my name to softly weigh it, then kissed the scars that tried to slay it. The morning that whispered my name, like it didn't hurt to say it, showed the love inside the way it called me softly, didn't stray it, and taught my voice to say it. Maybe healing starts with sound, a name reclaimed from trembling ground, a morning voice that softly calls and lifts a heart that nearly falls. The morning that whispered my name, like it didn't hurt to say it, held my truth and didn't fray it. It warmed the wound and didn't flay it. It let my hidden voice relay it. The morning that whispered my name, like it didn't hurt to say it, stayed until my fears obeyed it, and in its sound so softly laid it, my heart learned how to say it. In morning's quiet play, said my name, and I'm okay. Spoke softly through the sunlit net. It reached around the corners blind, where shadows filled my worried mind. It didn't turn or slip away when I withdrew from every day. It simply shined a patient bit, though I tried hiding from it. I covered windows, dimmed the room, wrapped myself inside the gloom, afraid of hope, afraid of grace, afraid the light would see my face. But morning never moved aside. It didn't blame me when I'd hide. It stood in warmth, refused to quit, just waiting bit by bit. The dawn said gently, take your time. You'll step into this light of mine. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, showed me kindness bit by bit. It warmed the fears I tightly split, and told my soul it could revisit. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, sat in patience, didn't quit. It knew my heart was faintly lit, and waited till I'd fit. the tears I never shed. It rested on the bruises kept in corners where my shadow slept. It didn't speak, it didn't pry, it only stayed to clarify that even when my world unlit, the light refused to quit. My breathing shifted soft and slow as morning taught me how to grow, not by force or burning bright, but by being warm and light. It gave me space to slowly rise, to lift my head to open eyes. And though I once felt unfit, the dawn made peace with it. The dawn said kindly, I am here, not just for joy, but also fear. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, held my shame inside its knit. It let my shadows coexist without demanding I resist. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, made my fear grow less legit. And in its presence, bit by bit, my heart could handle it. Maybe light is love that stays through all our hardest, darkest days, not forcing us to rise too fast, just letting gentle healing last. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, helped my pain dissolve a bit. It taught my soul to readmit the pieces I once split. The way the light stayed, even when I tried to hide from it, stayed until my heart remit. And in its glow so softly lit, I learned to step toward it. And mornings stay, even when I stray, even when I stray.
The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone came quiet in a gentle tone. It touched the weight upon my chest and whispered, you deserve to rest. It didn't ask me to be strong or tell me what I've done is wrong. It only stayed like steady stone, so I'd not carry it alone. The nights before were hard to bear, with thoughts too heavy everywhere, with burdens piled against my spine, too much for one small heart like mine. But when the morning reached my skin, it lightened everything within. It hummed a warmth I'd never known. You won't face life alone. The dawn says softly, share the load. You don't have to walk this road. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone, soft and weight I'd overgrown. It turned my breaking into tone, a softer, more forgiving zone. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone held my heart in gentle stone, and in its warmth so calmly shone, I felt less alone. The sunlight brushed across my back and eased the places bent to crack. It wrapped itself around my ribs and warmed the fears I kept as fibs. It didn't rush me to be brave, it didn't ask for what I gave. It only stayed like love well grown, so I'd not bear it alone. My breathing deepened in its glow as morning whispers soft and slow. The burdens lighten when they're heard without a single spoken word. It gave my tired spine a break, a promise only dawn could make, that even pain in undertone I'd never face alone. The dawn said, let your sorrows be, and share their weight with dawn and me. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone held my fears in gentle tone. It let the hurt I'd overthrown become a part of being known. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone made every shadow less unknown. It stayed until the darkest zone, no longer felt alone. Maybe hope arrives that day when shadows slowly melt away. A promise whispered through the light, you don't have to win the fight, just let me help, you're not a stone. You'll never be alone. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone stayed until my heart had grown. It sang to me in morning tone, you're seen, you're safe, you're known. The dawn that promised I wouldn't have to carry everything alone held me through the breaking zone, and in its warmth, in softest tone, I knew I'm not alone. And morning's gentle tone said you're not meant alone.
Quiet found me first, before the morning could rehearse. It wrapped around my trembling chest and told my heartbeat, take your rest. The window fog with gentle breath, the kind that whispers life from death. And in that stillness calm and clear, I felt the night disappear. I tossed and turned the whole night long, with thoughts too heavy, far too strong, with echoes of the things I've lost and hearts I loved at such a cost. But quiet came before the dawn, a tender hand that lingered on. It touched the fears I held so near and dried the hidden tear. The silence said, you're safe with me, just breathe and let your pulse be free. The way the quiet found me first, before the aching and the worst, it held me like a fragile verse and eased the pain I'd rehearsed. The way the quiet found me first brought water to my inner thirst. It swept my sorrow unreversed and softened all that could. The morning crept across my bed with amber shades of golden red, and met the quiet lingering still, a perfect match to soothe my will. It held my ribs from breaking, or it warmed the bruises at my core, and in that hush I felt my soul become a little whole. I didn't know how much I'd need, a quiet soft enough to lead my tired mind away from grief, to give my trembling hands relief. But silence came without a knock, a gentle tone, a calming clock. It took my heart from harsh reverse and healed it unrehearsed. The dawn said softly, stay a while, let quiet teach your soul to smile. The way the quiet found me first, it broke the curse and taught my heart to nurse. The way the quiet found me first holds me now for all it's worth, and in its hush so soft and versed I found myself immersed in quiet state till northern clear.
The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly came slowly, then came nearly. It whispered through the morning air, a trembling voice both soft and rare. It said the things I never knew, the truths I'd spend my life undo. And in that fragile, sacred tone I felt less alone. I'd muted every part of me to be what others wanna see. I'd carried burdens not my own, I'd fought in wars I faced alone. But when that voice broke through the haze, it cut a path through all my maze. It spoke with warmth I didn't fear, a voice I longed to hear. My heart said gently, let me be. I'm tired of living quietly. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, it held me so sincerely. It told me that it loved me dearly and wanted me more nearly. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, the pain I held came yearly, but in that voice so warm and dearly, it felt me purely, merely. It spoke of choices I had made, of tears I'd shed, of dues I'd paid. It said you did the best you could in places no one understood. It lifted guilt from broken years, it brushed the salt from aging tears. It healed the places carved so deep where empty shadows sleep. The morning sun slid down my spine and warmed the truths that once were mine. It gave my voice a safer ground to let my scattered thoughts be found. And as my heart kept speaking on, it felt like night had finally gone. A song I didn't know could start, now rising from my heart. The dawn said softly, you'll be fine. Your heart is learning how to shine. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, it held my past so dearly. It told me you survived it nearly, now live your life more freely. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, I saw my worst sincerely, and in that voice that called me dearly, I healed so purely, nearly. Maybe all we really need is space for hearts to intercede, a quiet place where truth is heard in every trembling word. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, it let me heal severely. wrapped my soul so warm and dearly. In courage I sought yearly. The day I finally heard my heart speak clearly, still echoes softly, clearly. And now I walk this world sincerely, with heart that speaks so clearly.
The moment the sky finally let me breathe, the clouds began to leave. The weight that pressed upon my chest released itself to rest. The morning wind slid through my hair and carried every whispered prayer. It lifted sorrow from my sleeve and let my heartbeat breathe. I stood beneath an open blue, a softer shade, a gentler hue. It wrapped me in its patient arms and shielded me from silent harms. The birds sang notes I'd never heard, a message in a fragile word. The air felt lighter, warm and free, and made more room for me. The sky said softly, "You're allowed to breathe beneath my gentle cloud." The moment the sky finally let me breathe, it whispered, "You can leave the weight you carried underneath. Let morning be your wreath." The moment the sky finally let me breathe, it loosened every grief. It turned my sorrow like a leaf and gave my lungs relief. A shift inside my quiet bones removed the ache of countless stones. The sky grew wide, the light grew warm, a safe retreat from quiet storms. It kissed my pulse with gentle grace and softened shadows on my face. The dawn became a sacred sieve where truth could interweave. My breath came slow, then deep and strong, a rhythm lost for far too long. I felt the ground beneath my feet become a place I could repeat. The heavy weight that clung for years fell softly with my quiet tears. I let the breezes softly weave a life I could believe. The morning said, "You're more than pain, just breathe and live again." The moment the sky finally let me breathe, my chest began to heave with life I never could retrieve. When fear would interweave, the moment the sky finally let me breathe, it turned my disbelief into a moment of reprieve, a small but perfect relief. Maybe healing starts the day the sky decides to clear your way and lets your lungs reclaim the air you didn't know was there. The moment the sky finally let me breathe, I found the will to leave the hurt that clung to me like grief and shed my quiet grief. The moment the sky finally let me breathe became my new belief, and in that soft expanding eve, my heart learned how to breathe.
what my heart forgot surprised me on the spot. I reached for something on the shelf and felt a part of my old self. A memory sparked beneath my skin of who I was and could have been. My heart had let that moment rot, but my hands had not. The morning light touched tenderly across the palms that carry me. It warmed the places lined with scars from chasing unreachable stars. And suddenly my fingers knew a truth my heart once hid from view, that I was worth a second shot, though my heart forgot. My hand said softly, feel again. You're stronger now than you were then. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot reveals a quiet plot. They hold a strength my heart could not in every woven knot. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot unravels tangled thought. They tell my soul you're worth a lot more than what pain taught. I brushed against a fading note, a scribble that you once had wrote, but instead of crumbling into ache, my hands refused to shake. They steadied me in gentle pace and traced the words with quiet grace. My heart got lost in what was not, but my hands had not. They held my grief without collapse. They held my dreams in soft perhaps. They held the weight my chest let slip when sorrow choked my grip. And then the sunlight pouring through my hands revealed a different view of courage I had long forgot, but they had never not. My hand said you're still here, it's true. Let life flow back into you. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot repaired the fragile spot. They told me love is never caught, only transformed in thought. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot shows healing's not a plot. It's something tenderly begun in moments hearts forgot. Maybe the body keeps our truth long after hearts have lost their youth. In every touch, in every shake, it holds what we can't take. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot soothed every painful knot. They held me when my heart could not and tied what hurt a lot. The way my hands remember what my heart forgot becomes my healing plot. And as they hold what